Yeah, you see the headline. You know how this goes. We're gonna get into it in just a minute. But do you see how she always looks when she's around him? Like that is the face of I can't stand my damn boss. But she paid for this position, so I guess. Well, let's get into it. A federal judge on Thursday temporarily blocked the Trump administration's guidance forbidding diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts in K through 12 public schools. The ruling came in a lawsuit brought by the National Education Association and the American Civil Liberties Union, which accused the Republican administration of violating teachers' due process and First Amendment rights. In February, the U.S. Education Department told schools and colleges they needed to end any practice that differentiates people based on their race or they would risk losing their federal funding. I don't think anybody in this administration understands diversity, equity, inclusion, and it's actually DEIA, so it's diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility. But earlier this month, the department ordered states to gather signatures from local school systems certifying compliance with civil rights laws, including the rejection of what the federal government calls illegal DEI practices. How the fuck are you going to be in compliance with civil rights laws but then anti DEIA? Batman is a whole lot of riddles for you to figure out, but let's carry on. The directive does not carry the force of law, but threatens to use civil rights enforcement to rid schools of DEI practices. Schools were warning that continuing such practices in violation of federal law could lead to U.S. Justice Department litigation and a termination of federal grants and contracts. Ooh, this is given 1942 to 19. Now, you know what? Anywho, states were given until Thursday to submit certification of their school's compliance, but some have indicated they would not comply with the order. Education officials in some Democratic-led states have said the administration is overstepping its authority and that there is nothing illegal about DEI. Exactly. And I thought the GOP slash MAGA were the party of small government, but they keep on increasing government's involvement in our personal lives. And I thought it was about you being able to make choices for yourself and, more importantly, for your children. But let's continue. The lawsuit filed in March argues the guidance in the February 14th memo relied on vague legal restrictions and would limit academic freedom by dictating what students can be taught. The memo said schools have promoted DEI efforts, often at the expense of white and Asian American students. Isn't it funny that they keep trying to link Asian individuals with the white community? It's almost as if they have upped the ante of the model minority myth. It dramatically expands a 2023 Supreme Court decision barring the use of race in college admission to all aspects of education, including hiring, promotions, scholarships, housing, graduation ceremonies, and campus life. Because even though at the last census, the federal government said that the Asian community could identify on official federal paperwork as white, we do know that when certain members of the Asian community within the confines of the borders of the United States to end affirmative action, the only people that were negatively affected were the Asian community. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The memo faces multiple legal challenges. The American Federation of Teachers and the American Sociological Association filed a lawsuit asking a federal court in Maryland to strike down the memo and stop the department from enforcing it. Both lawsuits argue that the guidance is so vague that it leaves schools and educators in limbo about what they may do, such as whether voluntary student groups for minority students are still allowed. I mean, if they can sit up here and say that white people deserve reparations and acting like white folks are the minorities, either nobody gets a group or everybody can get a group. And either everybody gets reparations or nobody gets reparations. But as always, y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments.